Good evening, and welcome to Dreamy Academy. Tonight, we begin a journey into the hidden rivers that flow within us, a quiet system vital to our very being. As we prepare to drift into this exploration, I find myself wondering where these words find you. Perhaps you're nestled in a quiet room in a bustling city, or beneath a canopy of stars in a rural landscape. Whatever your longitude and latitude, I hope this time offers a peaceful pause. If you find beauty in these slow, thoughtful voyages through science, a gentle tap on the like button or a subscription helps this quiet corner grow. And to those who have already joined our community, thank you sincerely for your sustained curiosity and quiet presence. You truly make these explorations possible. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every quiet thought that ripples through your mind is supported by an astonishing internal landscape of ceaseless activity. We often think of our bodies as solid, contained forms, yet beneath the surface there is a constant, gentle tide. Imagine, if you will, that your body is not merely a vessel, but a vibrant, living garden, where every cell is a tiny, thirsty plant, and between these plants, a delicate dew, a shimmering interstitial fluid, perpetually bathes and nourishes. This fluid, this internal ocean, is in constant motion, a silent, unceasing conversation between the blood, the cells, and a third, often unseen participant, the lymphatic system. Tonight, we will explore this hidden system, a network of vessels and organs that acts as the quiet guardian of our internal balance. It is a system of such profound elegance and necessity that to truly understand it is to gain a deeper reverence for the intricate architecture of life itself. It's not a system that often calls attention to itself with dramatic pulses or obvious movements, but its quiet work underpins almost every function, ensuring the harmony and health of our cellular commonwealth. To contemplate it is to witness the universe's patient artistry, woven into the very fabric of our being. Picture, if you will, the vast, intricate landscape of your own body. We know of the obvious rivers, the rushing currents of blood within arteries and veins, tirelessly circulating oxygen and nutrients. But what if I told you there's another, quieter river system flowing beneath the surface, a network of delicate streams and hidden tributaries, equally vital yet often overlooked? This is not a river of red, but a clear, pale current, moving with a slower, more contemplative rhythm. This lymphatic river is the focus of our gentle exploration tonight, beginning with its most fundamental role, maintaining the delicate balance of fluids that bathe every single cell in your body. To truly appreciate this quiet river, we must first understand the landscape it navigates. Our hearts, those tireless pumps, propel blood through a magnificent vascular tree. Arteries branch into smaller arterioles, which then fan out into the incredibly fine, hair-thin vessels known as capillaries. These capillaries are where the true magic of exchange happens, where oxygen and nutrients from the blood leap across the thin capillary walls to reach the hungry cells, and where cells, in turn, release their waste products back into the blood to be carried away. It's a constant, bustling marketplace of molecular exchange. But this exchange doesn't happen directly from blood vessel to cell. Instead, a small amount of the watery component of blood plasma, rich with these vital substances, is gently pushed out of the capillaries. It seeps through the microscopic gaps in the capillary walls, much like water filtering through the fine mesh of a sieve. This clear, colourless fluid then fills the tiny spaces between our cells, bathing them in a life-giving embrace. We call this the interstitial fluid, or sometimes the tissue fluid. It is the immediate environment of every cell, the medium through which all cellular life unfolds. Think of it as the dew that settles on every leaf and petal in our internal garden, providing the perfect moist environment for life to flourish. This interstitial fluid is not stagnant, it is dynamic. Cells draw what they need from it and deposit what they don't. But here lies a crucial question. If fluid is constantly leaving the capillaries, where does it all go? If left unchecked, this gentle seepage would quickly swell our tissues, turning our firm forms into waterlogged landscapes. Our bodies, in their profound wisdom, have an elegant solution to this impending hydrostatic dilemma. Here is where our hidden river begins to reveal itself. Scattered throughout almost every tissue of the body, intricately woven among the capillaries, are the beginnings of the lymphatic system. Tiny, blind-ended vessels called lymphatic capillaries. Unlike blood capillaries, which are continuous loops, lymphatic capillaries are like minuscule, delicate fingers reaching into the interstitial spaces. Their walls are incredibly thin, made of overlapping cells that act like tiny one-way valves. When the pressure, the interstitial fluid outside these capillaries becomes slightly higher than the pressure inside, these overlapping cells gently separate, allowing the interstitial fluid to flow into the lymphatic capillary. But once inside, the pressure differential changes, and the flaps close, preventing the fluid from leaking back out. This is a masterpiece of passive design. The lymphatic capillaries don't pump, they collect. They are the quiet drains of our internal landscape, gathering the excess interstitial fluid along with any stray proteins, cellular debris, or even tiny invaders that might be present. Once inside these vessels, this collected fluid is no longer called interstitial fluid. It is now lymph, a word derived from the Latin lympha, meaning water, or goddess of fresh water. And so, our hidden river, the lymphatic river, is born. This continuous collection of lymph is not merely a tidy housekeeping function, it is absolutely essential for life. Without the lymphatic system diligently draining away that excess interstitial fluid, our tissues would swell dramatically, a condition known as edema. This swelling would not only be uncomfortable, but would impair the vital exchange of nutrients and waste between cells and blood, eventually leading to cellular distress and organ dysfunction. The lymphatic system ensures that the delicate balance, the precise volume of fluid surrounding our cells, is meticulously maintained, creating the perfect internal environment for every biochemical reaction, every cellular process to occur unhindered. It is a testament to nature's foresight, a quiet, constant act of self-regulation that often goes unnoticed until it falters. The beauty lies in its silent efficiency, a fundamental principle of balance woven into the very fabric of our physiology. It reminds us that even in stillness there is profound motion, and in what appears to be emptiness between cells, there is a living, flowing medium. So we've begun to trace the first delicate whispers of the lymphatic system, how it quietly, patiently collects the excess fluid that bathes our cells, transforming it into lymph. We've seen that this is not a trivial task, but a foundational one, ensuring the very integrity of our tissues and the proper functioning of our cellular communities. But as with any river, collection is only the beginning. Once gathered, this lymph must travel. It must be guided along specific pathways through a sophisticated network before it can return to the wider circulation. How does this pale, gentle current flow against gravity without a central pump like the heart? What are the vessels that carry it, and where do they lead? That question of the journey itself will be the focus of our next quiet contemplation as we follow the winding paths of the lymphatic vessels. We left our journey at the very threshold of discovery, did we not? We had just witnessed the profound elegance of the lymphatic capillaries, those delicate, blind-ended vessels, like the first tentative roots of a hidden river system, gathering the precious interstitial fluid from the vibrant living landscape that bathes our cells. This clear, life-sustaining fluid, now transformed into lymph, lay poised within these nascent streams, a testament to the body's ceaseless commitment to balance. But a fundamental question lingered, a quiet whisper in the chambers of our collective curiosity. How does this silent river flow? Without the mighty rhythmic pump of the heart, how does lymph, often moving against the relentless pull of gravity, embark upon its vital journey through the intricate pathways of our being? Picture, if you will, a garden where no visible hand tends to the irrigation, yet every plant receives its perfect measure of water, and excess always finds its way back to the source. This is the marvel we now seek to unveil. The lymphatic system, our quiet guardian, does not rely on a singular, powerful engine, but rather on a symphony of subtle, coordinated movements, a testament to its inherent wisdom and the body's ingenious economy of design. It is a system of gentle persuasion, of clever engineering, and of an almost imperceptible diligence. As the lymph, now a clear, pale current, leaves the delicate embrace of the capillaries, it flows into progressively larger vessels, much like tiny brooks merging into more substantial streams. These are the collecting lymphatic vessels, and they are masterpieces of biological design. Imagine these vessels not as rigid pipes, but as supple, living conduits, endowed with an inner strength and an almost sentient understanding of their purpose. And within their walls we discover the first key to our mystery, a series of exquisite one-way valves. These valves, resembling tiny crescent-shaped doors, open only in the direction of lymph flow, ensuring that the precious fluid can only move forward, never backward, even when confronted by gravity's persistent tug. They are the locks and gates of our hidden river, meticulously guiding its path. But valves alone, while preventing backflow, do not provide the impetus for movement. Here, the lymphatic system reveals its collaborative spirit, enlisting the very life of the body itself as its gentle pump. We find two primary forces at play: the intrinsic pumping of the vessels themselves and the extrinsic forces generated by our daily existence. Let us first consider the intrinsic rhythm. The walls of the larger collecting lymphatic vessels are not inert. They are imbued with a delicate layer of smooth muscle. This muscle possesses an inherent rhythmicity, a slow, gentle pulsation, much like the subtle breathing of a living organism. With each contraction, a segment of the vessel wall squeezes the lymph forward, pushing it past the one-way valve into the next segment. Then, as that segment relaxes, the next one contracts, creating a sequential, wave-like motion, a peristaltic dance that propels the lymph onward, step by careful step. It is a slow, methodical pulse, an internal tide that moves our hidden river with quiet determination, ensuring its continuous, unhurried flow. This intrinsic rhythm is the lymphatic system's own heartbeat, albeit a far more subtle and diffused one than the heart's robust thrum. Beyond this internal pulse, the lymphatic system ingeniously leverages the very movements and processes of the body around it. These are the extrinsic forces, a chorus of gentle pressures. Think of your own movements, the unconscious ballet of daily life. As we walk, stretch, breathe, or even simply shift in our seats, our skeletal muscles contract and relax. Imagine these muscles as soft, enveloping sponges, gently squeezing the lymphatic vessels that lie nestled amongst them. This rhythmic compression, known as the skeletal muscle pump, acts like a continuous, tender massage, milking the lymph forward, segment by segment, past those clever one-way valves. It is a beautiful synergy. The very act of living, of moving, becomes an engine for our internal cleansing. Consider also the profound act of breathing. With each inhale and exhale, our diaphragm and chest muscles create subtle yet significant changes in pressure within our thoracic and abdominal cavities. During inhalation, the pressure in the thoracic cavity decreases, drawing lymph from the abdominal region upwards towards the chest. Conversely, during exhalation, the pressure in the abdominal cavity increases, gently pushing lymph upwards. This rhythmic ebb and flow, the respiratory pump, acts like a gentle suction and compression, particularly for the major lymphatic vessels traversing the torso. It is the breath of life itself, lending its rhythm to the silent current. And there are other, more subtle nudges. The arterial system, with its robust, pulsating flow of blood, also plays a part. Lymphatic vessels often lie adjacent to arteries, and with each beat of the heart, the expansion and contraction of the arterial walls create minute pressure waves that gently compress the neighbouring lymphatic vessels, contributing another whisper of momentum to the lymph's journey. Even the rhythmic contractions of smooth muscle in the walls of the gastrointestinal tract, though less direct, can exert a minor influence. It is a testament to the body's interconnectedness, a constant, gentle collaboration of systems working in harmony. So, the mystery of the no pump is elegantly resolved, is it not? The lymphatic system is not without its propulsion. It simply possesses a distributed, intelligent pumping mechanism, harnessing the very essence of our physiological life. Now let us trace the specific pathways of this flowing lymph, following its journey from those tiny capillaries to its final destination. As the collecting lymphatic vessels grow larger, they become more robust, their walls thicker, their valves more pronounced. These vessels do not travel in isolation. They are part of a grand network, an intricate web woven throughout almost every tissue of the body. Along these pathways at strategic junctions, we encounter fascinating structures, the lymph nodes. Imagine them as small bean-shaped outposts, nestled like watchful sentinels along the hidden river. They are not merely passive conduits, they are bustling centres of activity, the first true stations of our journey, where the lymph undergoes meticulous scrutiny. Here, within these nodes, the fluid slows its pace, allowing for a thorough filtering process. Macrophages and lymphocytes, The diligent immune cells we will explore in greater depth later stand guard, ready to identify and neutralize any unwelcome invaders, bacteria, viruses, cellular debris, or even cancerous cells that might have found their way into the lymph. The lymph nodes are like purification plants, ensuring the purity of our internal waters, and simultaneously, they are vital training grounds and barracks for our immune defenders. They are the gardens of defense, where surveillance and protection are paramount. From the lymph nodes, the filtered and purified lymph continues its ascent, converging into even larger vessels known as lymphatic trunks. Each trunk drains a specific major region of the body, much like the main tributaries of a great river system. We have, for instance, the lumbar trunks, collecting lymph from the lower limbs and the pelvic region, the intestinal trunk gathering the lipid-rich lymph, chyle, from the digestive organs, the bronchomediastinal trunks, draining the thoracic cavity, the subclavian trunks, receiving lymph from the upper limbs, and the jugular trunks collecting lymph from the head and neck. These trunks are the major highways of our internal landscape, meticulously organized to bring the collected fluid from every corner of the body towards a central rendezvous. And finally, these great trunks converge into two magnificent terminal vessels, the grand rivers that complete our lymphatic circuit. For the upper right quadrant of the body, the right arm, the right side of the head and neck, and the right side of the thorax, the lymph flows into the right lymphatic duct. This relatively short duct then empties its contents directly into the bloodstream at the junction of the right internal jugular vein and the right subclavian vein. It is a precise and elegant return. For the vast majority of the body, the entire left side of the head, neck, and thorax, the left arm, and all of the body below the diaphragm, the lymph converges into the largest lymphatic vessel of all, the thoracic duct. This impressive duct begins in the abdomen, often with a dilated sac called the cisterna chyli, a crucial point for the collection of dietary fats, and then gracefully ascends through the thorax, alongside the vertebral column. It is a majestic conduit, carrying the collective wisdom of countless lymphatic streams. Like its smaller counterpart, the thoracic duct ultimately empties its purified contents into the bloodstream, typically at the junction of the left internal jugular vein and the left subclavian vein. And so, the journey is complete. The hidden river, having diligently collected the interstitial fluid, purified it through its watchful nodes, and propelled it through its intricate network of vessels, finally rejoins the mighty ocean of blood. The lymph, once a distinct current, now blends seamlessly back into the plasma, returning its precious water, its filtered proteins, and its immune intelligence to the circulatory system. This re-entry is not merely a return, it is a vital replenishment, ensuring that the blood volume remains stable, that proteins lost to the interstitial space are recovered, and that the immune system's surveillance is integrated across the body. What a profound cycle, is it not? A continuous silent ballet of collection, purification, and return, all orchestrated without a central pump driven by the very breath and movement of life. We have journeyed from the delicate beginnings of the lymphatic capillaries, witnessing the formation of lymph, to its intricate propulsion through a network of vessels, past the vigilant sentinels of the lymph nodes, and finally to its grand reunion with the bloodstream. This quiet guardian, the lymphatic system, tirelessly maintains the delicate fluid balance that is absolutely essential for every cell, every tissue, every organ to thrive within our magnificent internal landscape. As we pause here, reflecting on this elegant circulation, we begin to truly appreciate the depth of its necessity. But the story of this guardian is far from over, for beyond its role in fluid balance, the lymphatic system holds another, equally profound secret, a deeper purpose that entwines it inextricably with our very defense against the unseen world. It is a tale of protection, of vigilance, and of the body's remarkable capacity for self-preservation, which we shall gently unveil in our next exploration. And so, we arrive at another bend in our gentle river, another layer of revelation in our exploration of the lymphatic system. In our previous contemplations, we journeyed through the intricate dance of fluid balance, witnessing how this quiet network diligently collects the precious interstitial fluid, preventing its accumulation and ensuring the harmonious equilibrium within our internal landscape. We observed the elegant propulsion of lymph through its one-way valves and the gentle rhythms of intrinsic and extrinsic pumps, guiding it ever onward, back to the grand circulatory embrace. But this silent river, as we have begun to see, carries more than just the vital waters of life's equilibrium. It is also a vigilant sentinel, a hidden guardian against unseen threats, a profound and intricate architect of our very defense. For the body, our magnificent internal garden, is not merely a place of serene growth and exchange. It is also a vibrant, bustling city, constantly exposed to elements both nourishing and potentially harmful. Within the interstitial spaces, where cells thrive and exchange, where the plasma has gently seeped from the capillaries to bathe every living structure, there exists a delicate dance. While most of this fluid returns directly to the blood capillaries, and a portion is gently gathered by the lymphatic capillaries, what else might linger in this rich cellular broth? Here we must acknowledge the unseen, the microscopic, the persistent whispers of the world beyond our protective skin. Tiny invaders, opportunistic and relentless, drift through these intercellular oceans. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, an entire ecosystem of potential disruption, are always seeking entry, always testing the boundaries of our internal peace. And even within our own cells, aberrations can occur, rogue cells that deviate from their harmonious purpose, the nascent seeds of what we call cancer. It is here that the lymphatic capillaries reveal another layer of their extraordinary wisdom. These delicate, blind-ended vessels, with their unique overlapping endothelial cells forming one-way mini-valves, are not merely passive collectors of excess fluid. Oh no, they are far more discerning, far more active than that. Think of them as the vigilant street sweepers and the silent intelligence gatherers of our inner city. Their structure, so perfectly designed to allow the larger proteins and fluid to enter, also grants passage to these more substantial, often unwelcome guests. Pathogens, cellular debris, even whole cells, including those potentially cancerous ones, are drawn into the lymphatic stream, becoming part of the lymph's precious, though sometimes perilous, cargo. This is where the narrative shifts, where our gentle river transforms into a strategic highway, leading not just to fluid return, but to the very heart of our immune response. The collected lymph, now enriched with these potential threats, embarks upon its journey through the collecting vessels, drawn inexorably towards its crucial checkpoints, the lymph nodes. Picture these nodes, if you will, as a series of beautifully designed fortresses strategically placed along the main arteries of our lymphatic river system. They are not merely filters, though they perform that function with meticulous precision. They are command centers, training grounds, and sophisticated intelligence hubs, all rolled into one. Each lymph node, a small bean-shaped marvel, is a bustling metropolis of immune activity. The lymph flows into these nodes through numerous afferent lymphatic vessels, much like many small streams feeding into a larger reservoir. Once inside, it percolates through a labyrinthine network of spaces called sinuses, which are densely packed with specialized immune cells. Here, the true artistry of our defense unfolds. We meet the tireless macrophages, the big eaters of our internal world. These formidable cells stand guard in the sinuses, ready to engulf and digest any foreign particle, any cellular debris, any bacterial invader that dares to pass. They are the initial line of defense within the node, the first to intercept and neutralize the more obvious threats. But the macrophages are not alone in their vigilance. We also encounter the remarkable dendritic cells, the scouts or messengers of the immune system. These cells possess long branching projections, allowing them to effectively sample the passing lymph. When they encounter a pathogen, they don't just destroy it. They capture fragments of it, process them, and then migrate to specific areas within the lymph node to present these fragments, known as antigens, to other critical immune players. It is an act of profound communication, a precise relay of crucial information. And who are these critical players? Here we arrive at the very heart of adaptive immunity, the lymphocytes. Within the cortex and medulla of the lymph nodes, these specialized white blood cells reside in vast numbers, patiently awaiting their call to action. We have two main types, the B lymphocytes, B cells, and the T lymphocytes, T cells. Imagine the lymph node as a grand academy, a specialized schoolhouse where lymphocytes are educated and activated. When a dendritic cell presents an antigen, it's like sounding an alarm, a specific call to arms. Only the B cells and T cells that possess the exact molecular key, the receptor, to recognize that particular antigen will be activated. This specificity is truly breathtaking, a testament to the immune system's exquisite precision, ensuring that only the relevant forces are mobilized. Once activated, these chosen lymphocytes begin to proliferate rapidly, creating an army of clones, each perfectly equipped to target that specific invader. B cells, upon activation, can transform into plasma cells, which are essentially antibody factories. Antibodies, those Y-shaped proteins, are then released into the lymph and eventually the bloodstream, where they can mark pathogens for destruction, neutralize toxins, or prevent infection of healthy cells. They are the guided missiles of our defense, precise and potent. T cells, on the other hand, differentiate into various specialized roles. Some become cytotoxic T cells, the Gamma Ts, that directly seek out and destroy infected body cells or cancerous cells, recognizing the telltale signs of internal compromise. Others become helper T cells, the Saussicker's quote 7, or as quote He, of the immune orchestra, releasing chemical messengers, cytokines, that amplify the responses of other immune cells, including B cells and cytotoxic T cells, ensuring a robust and synchronized defense. And crucially, Some become memory cells, long-lived sentinels that retain the blueprint of the encountered pathogen, ensuring a faster, more robust response if the same invader is ever encountered again. This is the very foundation of immunological memory, the basis of vaccination, a silent promise of future protection etched into the very fabric of our being. The lymph, now thoroughly filtered, purified, and enriched with activated immune cells, flows out of the lymph node through efferent lymphatic vessels, continuing its journey towards the larger lymphatic trunks and eventually back to the blood. It carries not just cleansed fluid, but also a potent message, a mobilized defense force ready to patrol the body's vast interior, searching for any remaining echoes of the original threat. But our exploration of the lymphatic system's immune role would be incomplete without acknowledging its vital allies, the other primary and secondary lymphoid organs that form this intricate network of defense. Consider the spleen, a magnificent fist-sized organ nestled beneath the diaphragm, often described as the, quote, nine. While lymph nodes filter lymph, the spleen filters blood, a parallel but equally critical function. Within its vibrant red pulp, it vigilantly removes old or damaged red blood cells, recycling their valuable components. But it is in its white pulp that its immune prowess shines. Here, just like in the lymph nodes, T cells and B cells stand ready, poised to detect blood-borne pathogens and mount an immune response. The spleen is a rapid response unit, a crucial reservoir of immune cells, ever watchful over the circulating bloodstream, a guardian of our very life force. Then there is the thymus, a small bilobed organ situated in the chest, particularly active and vital during childhood and adolescence. If lymph nodes are the academies where lymphocytes are activated, the thymus is the exclusive, quote, 10, where T cells undergo their rigorous education and maturation. Here, they learn to distinguish between, quote, 11 and, quote, 12, a critical process known as T cell education that prevents the immune system from attacking the body's own healthy tissues. It is a place of profound immunological tolerance, ensuring our defenders know their friends from their foes, a lesson learned with exquisite precision. And let us not forget the scattered, yet strategically placed, mucosa-associated lymphoid tissues, or MLT. These include the tonsils, guarding the entrance to our throat, the Peyer's patches, lining the walls of our small intestine, and even the often underestimated appendix. These are the, quote, 13, the sentinels positioned at the body's external interfaces, ready to intercept pathogens attempting to breach our mucosal barriers, the very first lines of defense where the outside world meets our delicate interior. They are like neighborhood watch stations, constantly sampling the environment, ready to raise the alarm and initiate an immune response right at the point of entry, preventing deeper incursions. What an extraordinary tapestry we have begun to unravel. From the gentle collection of interstitial fluid, preventing the silent creep of edema, to the vigilant patrolling and processing of pathogens, the lymphatic system emerges not merely as a drainage network, but as an intelligent, interconnected, and profoundly wise guardian. It is a system that works in quiet harmony with the cardiovascular system, a partner in fluid balance, and an indispensable architect of our immunity. We have seen how the delicate lymphatic capillaries cast their wide nets, gathering not just the body's overflow, but also the whispers of potential threats. We have journeyed through the intricate fortresses of the lymph nodes, witnessing the meticulous filtration, the dynamic presentation of antigens, and the remarkable activation and proliferation of our immune cells, creating armies specifically tailored to each invader. And we have glimpsed the vital contributions of the spleen, the thymus, and the numerous MALT tissues, each playing its unique and indispensable role in this grand symphony of defense. This silent river, this hidden network, is a testament to the body's profound wisdom, its ceaseless dedication to maintaining health and integrity. It is a system that reminds us of the constant unseen battles being waged within, battles we rarely perceive, yet ones that ensure our continued well-being. As we conclude this chapter, I invite you to pause and reflect on this dual nature of the lymphatic system, a master of fluid equilibrium and a tireless sentinel of our immune defense. It is a system that teaches us about the elegance of redundancy, the power of specificity, and the profound interconnectedness of all life's processes. In our next exploration, we shall delve even deeper, perhaps considering what happens when this intricate system falters, or how we might further appreciate and support its silent, ceaseless work. But for now, let us simply marvel at the quiet diligence of our lymphatic guardian, ever watchful, ever flowing, ever protecting. We have journeyed together, dear friends, through the serene landscapes of our inner world, marveling at the lymphatic system's quiet diligence. We have witnessed its dual ballet, the elegant dance of fluid balance, preventing the internal garden from becoming a bog, and the vigilant patrol of our immune guardians, ever ready to defend the sacred spaces within. We have seen it as a hidden river, a network of silent drains, and a fortress of formidable defense. But what happens, we must now gently inquire, when these intricate systems, so perfectly attuned, encounter a challenge? What transpires when the silent rivers falter, or the vigilant guardians are overwhelmed? Picture, if you will, a meticulously tended garden, flourishing under the watchful eye of its keeper. Every plant is vibrant, every root deeply nourished, every drop of moisture perfectly balanced. This, we have understood, is the ideal state of our internal terrain, maintained by the ceaseless work of the lymphatic flow. Yet, imagine a season of relentless rain, or a blockage in the delicate irrigation channels. The ground, once firm and welcoming, becomes waterlogged. The plants, once upright and proud, begin to droop, their roots gasping for air amidst the suffocating dampness. This poignant image, I believe, beautifully illustrates the profound distress that can arise when the lymphatic system, our indispensable drainage network, cannot perform its vital task of fluid removal. This condition, known as lymphedema, is a testament to the lymphatic system's critical role in maintaining the delicate fluid equilibrium of our tissues. It manifests as a persistent swelling, often in the limbs, but capable of affecting any part of the body. We speak of it as a quote 14 or the quote 15. The beautiful interstitial fluid, which we once observed as the invisible dew nourishing our cells, now accumulates, thickening the internal landscape, pressing upon delicate structures and disrupting the harmonious flow of life. The causes of lymphedema are as varied as the seasons that bring change to a garden. Sometimes it is a primary lymphedema, a whisper from birth, where the lymphatic vessels themselves are either too few, too narrow, or simply malformed, unable to cope with the sheer volume of fluid they are asked to manage. It is as if the garden was born with a design flaw in its drainage, a subtle imperfection in its blueprint. More commonly, however, we encounter secondary lymphedema, an acquired condition, a consequence of interventions or invasions. Consider the courageous battle against cancer. Often, in the valiant effort to excise the disease, lymph nodes, those vital immune fortresses, must be removed, or the delicate lymphatic pathways are damaged by radiation therapy. When these essential conduits are severed or scarred, the lymph, our precious internal river, finds its path obstructed, its flow impeded, leading to the gradual, relentless build-up of fluid. Infections too, particularly parasitic ones in certain parts of our shared world, can wreak havoc upon the lymphatic vessels, obstructing their lumens and initiating this swelling. The impact on the body, dear friends, is far more than cosmetic. The affected limb or area becomes heavy, often painful, and the skin can thicken, changing its texture, becoming susceptible to infections, much like waterlogged soil becomes prone to mold and decay. It reminds us, with a gentle but firm insistence, of the intricate interdependence of all systems within our living temple. Beyond the realm of fluid balance, we must also consider the profound implications when the lymphatic system's immune vigilance is compromised. Recall our journey through the lymph nodes, those bustling immune command centers where macrophages stood guard and lymphocytes were trained to distinguish friend from foe. Imagine, now, that these fortresses are breached, their garrisons weakened, or their communication lines severed. The consequences are far-reaching, leaving the body vulnerable to the very threats it is designed to repel. When the lymphatic system is unable to effectively filter pathogens or present antigens to lymphocytes, the body's immune response falters. It is akin to a fortress with its walls weakened, or its intelligence network failing to identify an approaching enemy. We become more susceptible to infections, both common and rare, and our ability to recover from illness is significantly impaired. Chronic inflammation can take root as the internal landscape struggles to clear debris and resolve ongoing battles without the full might of its lymphatic defenders. Conditions of immunodeficiency, whether inherited or acquired, often trace a part of their story back to the compromised integrity of this silent guardian. The gentle hum of immune surveillance, which we celebrated as a symphony of defense, can become a discordant note, or worse, fall silent altogether. And here we must approach a particularly profound and somber aspect of the lymphatic system's story, one that reveals its dual nature as both protector and, under certain dire circumstances, an unwitting conduit for danger. We speak of the spread of cancer, a phenomenon known as ametastasis. It is a sobering thought that the very pathways designed to purify and protect can, tragically, be exploited by rogue cells. Imagine a single errant seed from a weed, detaching from its place of origin. Normally the garden's natural defences would contain it, or the currents of the internal river would sweep it away to be neutralised. But in the context of cancer, these malignant cells possess a cunning adaptability. They can detach from their primary tumour, enter the delicate lymphatic capillaries, those same conduits that collect the interstitial fluid, and embark on an insidious journey. carried by the very flow that maintains life, these cells can travel through the lymphatic vessels, reaching distant lymph nodes, and from there potentially entering the bloodstream to establish new colonies in far-flung organs. This transformation of the lymphatic network from a pathway of purification to a highway for invasion is a testament to the relentless ingenuity of disease. When a surgeon performs a sentinel lymph node biopsy, they are tracing this potential path, identifying the first lymph node or nodes to which cancer cells are most likely to spread from a primary tumour. It is a quest to understand the enemy's potential routes, to gauge the extent of its journey, and to inform the battle plan. This silent network, which we have revered as a guardian, can thus, through no fault of its own, become an unwilling accomplice, a tragic testament to the relentless adaptability of life and disease. Our journey through the internal landscape has also brought us to the doorstep of the lymph nodes themselves, those small bean-shaped fortresses nestled along the lymphatic pathways. We have celebrated them as bustling command centres, vibrant hubs of immune activity. But what happens when these guardians themselves become distressed, when their appearance changes, signalling a deeper story? We often encounter lymphadenopathy, the medical term for swollen lymph nodes. Picture a gathering of the guardians suddenly more numerous or visibly enlarged. Most commonly, this is a sign of a healthy, robust immune response. When an infection takes hold, or when inflammation flares, the lymphocytes within the nearest lymph nodes begin to proliferate rapidly, multiplying to mount a formidable defense. The nodes swell, becoming tender to the touch, a palpable sign of an internal battle being waged, a testament to the system's vital activity. It is a temporary expansion, a necessary mobilization of forces, and as the threat recedes, the nodes typically return to their quiescent state. However, lymphadenopathy can also be a more ominous signal. It can indicate a chronic infection, an autoimmune disease, or, in some cases, the presence of malignancy. Just as the garden keeper must discern between the healthy growth of a bustling ecosystem and the invasive spread of a persistent weed, so too must we understand the nuanced language of our lymph nodes. And then there is lymphoma, a condition that strikes at the very heart of the lymphatic system's identity. Lymphoma is a cancer that originates in the lymphocytes themselves, those valiant immune cells residing within the lymph nodes, spleen, thymus, or other lymphoid tissues. It is a profound betrayal from within, where the guardians, those cells sworn to protect, turn rogue, proliferating uncontrollably and forming tumours that disrupt the very architecture of the lymphatic system. It is as if the command centre, instead of coordinating defence, becomes overrun by its own internal rebellion, its noble purpose corrupted. Lymphoma can manifest in various forms, each with its own characteristics, but all share the common thread of uncontrolled lymphocyte growth. It can lead to persistent lymphadenopathy, systemic symptoms like fever and night sweats, and a compromised immune system as the malignant cells displace healthy ones. This disease reminds us with a stark clarity of the delicate balance that must be maintained within the body's cellular populations, and the devastating consequences when that balance is irrevocably lost. As we gently draw our reflections to a close on these potential dysfunctions, I feel a renewed sense of awe, tinged with a profound respect for the fragility of life. We have witnessed how the elegant design of the lymphatic system, so often unseen and unheard, is absolutely indispensable. Its faltering can lead to a cascade of effects, from the visible burden of lymphedema to the insidious spread of cancer, from a weakened immune defense to the internal rebellion of lymphoma. Yet, even in contemplating these vulnerabilities, there is a quiet strength to be found. Understanding these challenges allows us to appreciate the system's resilience, its constant striving for balance, and the remarkable capacity of the body to adapt and often to heal. It also underscores the importance of our own gentle stewardship of this internal landscape, through thoughtful care and a deeper understanding of its intricate workings. Our journey through the Dreamy Academy continues, inviting us always to look closer, to listen to the whispers of our inner world, and to marvel at the profound wisdom encoded within our very being. We have explored the mechanics, the flow, the immune might, and now the vulnerabilities. In our next shared contemplation, we shall perhaps turn our gaze towards the ways in which we might support this magnificent system, nurturing its quiet strength and honouring its diligent work. For now, let us carry these insights with a contemplative spirit, holding space for both the wonder and the fragility of our living temples. Having journeyed through the intricate landscapes of the lymphatic system, from its delicate capillaries to its vigilant nodes, and having contemplated the profound implications when its harmony is disrupted, we now arrive at a moment of quiet reflection. We have seen its tireless dedication to fluid balance, its steadfast commitment to immune defense, and the subtle yet significant ways its well-being underpins our own. Now, as the soft light of understanding deepens within our Dreamy Academy, we turn our gaze inward with a renewed sense of purpose, asking, how might we, in our daily lives, honour and support this remarkable, often unseen guardian of our inner world? Picture, if you will, the body not merely as a collection of systems, but as a living, breathing symphony, each instrument playing its vital part, yet none more quietly persistent than our lymphatic network. It asks for no grand gestures, no heroic efforts, only a gentle acknowledgement, a quiet reverence for its ceaseless work. Its elegance lies in its subtlety, its strength in its patient vigilance. It is the diligent gardener, tending to the interstitial fluid, ensuring no corner of our inner garden becomes waterlogged or choked by debris. It is the wise sentinel, standing guard at the gates of our immunity, discerning friend from foe with a quiet, unwavering resolve. For too long, perhaps, we have taken this silent partner for granted, its contributions overshadowed by the more dramatic rhythms of the heart or the conscious commands of the brain. But now, having glimpsed its vital dance, its ceaseless circulation of life-giving lymph, we cannot but feel a surge of gratitude. This system, with its delicate vessels and watchful nodes, is a testament to the body's innate wisdom, its profound capacity for self-regulation and healing. It is a constant reminder that even in the deepest, most hidden recesses of our being, life is perpetually striving for equilibrium, for purity, for health. So how do we reciprocate this silent service? How do we lend our conscious support to this unconscious marvel? The answers, dear friends, are often as gentle and intuitive as the system itself. They are not found in complex regimens or arduous tasks, but in a return to fundamental rhythms, in a mindful attunement to the body's whispers. Let us begin with the simplest, yet most profound, of all actions, movement, Recall, if you will, our earlier explorations of lymph flow, how it lacks a central pump, relying instead on the elegant interplay of one-way valves and extrinsic forces. Here, in the gentle rhythm of our own locomotion, we find a powerful ally. Every step we take, every stretch we make, every mindful bend and sway activates the skeletal muscle pump, coaxing the lymph forward. Imagine your muscles as tender hands softly squeezing the lymphatic vessels, urging the precious fluid along its path. A brisk walk through the morning dew, a graceful dance, the mindful repetitions of yoga or tai chi. These are not merely exercises for strength or flexibility, but a loving massage for your internal landscape, a gentle stirring of the inner currents. Even the simple act of standing and moving after periods of stillness can awaken these dormant streams, ensuring that stagnation, that quiet enemy of vitality, finds no foothold. And as we move, let us remember the profound power breath. The respiratory pump, that rhythmic expansion and contraction of our diaphragm, acts as a subtle yet significant force, creating pressure differentials that draw lymph upwards, particularly from the abdominal and thoracic regions. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing, the kind that fills the belly and expands the rib cage, becomes a gentle, internal bellows, encouraging the flow. It is a practice that not only calms the restless mind, but also invigorates the quiet rivers within. In moments of stress, when our breath becomes shallow and constricted, imagine the lymph too might feel a subtle impediment. But with each full, unhurried inhalation and exhalation, we offer a profound gift, a rhythmic invitation for the lymph to move freely, to cleanse and renew. Next, we turn to the very essence of life itself, hydration. The lymph, as we know, is primarily water, carrying dissolved proteins, fats, waste products, and immune cells. Without adequate pure water, this precious fluid can become sluggish, thick, its journey hampered. Think of a garden hose attempting to push mud rather than clear water. The effort is greater, the flow impeded. By consciously choosing to drink ample, clean water throughout our day, we ensure the lymph remains free-flowing, a clear and vital stream. It is a simple act, yet it underpins the very fluidity of our internal world, allowing the lymphatic system to perform its duties with ease and efficiency. Each sip is a silent acknowledgement of the body's need for replenishment, a conscious contribution to the purity of its inner waters. Consider also the power of gentle touch, specifically lymphatic drainage massage. Unlike deep tissue massage, which targets muscles, lymphatic massage is a feather-light rhythmic caress, designed to encourage the superficial lymphatic vessels to open and guide lymph towards the nodes. It is a practice best performed by skilled hands, but even a gentle, self-administered brushing of the skin, always moving towards the heart, can offer a subtle encouragement. Imagine the softest brush strokes across a delicate canvas, coaxing the hidden currents to awaken and flow. This tender attention acknowledges the delicate nature of the lymphatic capillaries, respecting their surface-level presence and aiding their crucial work. It is a profound act of self-care, a conscious collaboration with the body's innate wisdom. And what of the sustenance we offer our inner garden? Nourishment, dear friends, plays an undeniable role. While no single food acts as a magic elixir for the lymphatic system, a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods, brimming with fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats, provides the essential building blocks for cellular health and robust immune function, Antioxidants, found in vibrant berries and leafy greens, help protect cells from damage, reducing the burden on the lymphatic system to clear cellular debris. Anti-inflammatory foods, such as omega-3 rich fish and turmeric, can help to soothe systemic inflammation, which, when chronic, can impede lymphatic flow and place undue stress on the entire system. Conversely, highly processed foods, laden with sugars and unhealthy fats, can contribute to inflammation and acidity, creating an internal environment less conducive to the smooth operation of our lymphatic network. By choosing wisely, we are not only feeding our bodies but actively supporting the intricate processes of cleansing and defense. Let us not forget the profound importance of rest and sleep. It is during these hours of quiet repose that the body undertakes its most profound acts of repair and regeneration. Just as the tide recedes and advances, cleansing the shore, so too does our lymphatic system perform some of its most diligent work during the stillness of the night. Cellular waste is more efficiently cleared, immune cells are replenished and organized, and the entire system recalibrates. Denying ourselves adequate restorative sleep is akin to asking our internal gardener to work tirelessly without respite, leading to exhaustion and inefficiency. Honoring our need for deep rest is a foundational act of self-care, a silent promise to our lymphatic system that we appreciate its ceaseless efforts and provide it the time it needs to rejuvenate. Finally, let us consider the subtle yet pervasive influence of mindfulness and stress reduction. While the lymphatic system operates below the level of conscious thought, its efficiency is undeniably linked to our overall physiological state. Chronic stress can trigger a cascade of hormonal responses that impact every system in the body, potentially constricting vessels and dampening immune responses. By cultivating practices that foster calm, meditation, spending time in nature, engaging in creative pursuits, or simply allowing moments of quiet contemplation, we create an internal landscape of peace. This serenity, dear friends, resonates throughout our entire being, allowing all our systems, including the quiet guardian within, to function with optimal grace and harmony. It is in this state of gentle balance that the lymphatic system can truly flourish, its intricate dance of fluid balance and immune surveillance performed with effortless elegance. As we draw this chapter to a close, and indeed our journey through the lymphatic system, I invite you to carry this newfound awareness into your daily life. Let it not be a burden, but a gentle reminder of the profound interconnectedness of all things within you. The lymphatic system, this hidden river, this wise sentinel, this diligent gardener, is a magnificent testament to the body's inherent intelligence. By offering it our mindful support through movement, hydration, breath, gentle touch, nourishing foods, restorative sleep, and a peaceful mind, we are not merely tending to a single system. We are nurturing the entire symphony of our being, fostering a deeper sense of vitality, resilience, and profound appreciation for the miracle that is life itself. May your inner rivers flow freely, and your inner garden ever flourish. We have journeyed far, haven't we? Through the intricate landscapes of our inner world, guided by the gentle currents of the lymphatic system. We have watched, with quiet reverence, as the invisible dew of interstitial fluid transformed into the clear, purposeful river of lymph, embarking on its profound pilgrimage. We have peered into the bustling fortresses of the lymph nodes, witnessed the diligent sentinels of immunity at their tireless work, and traced the majestic confluence of vessels returning life-sustaining fluid to the heart's embrace. We have even contemplated the delicate vulnerabilities of this elegant network, understanding how its quiet disturbances can ripple through our entire being, and, importantly, how we might tenderly support its silent, ceaseless efforts. Now, as the final rays of our contemplative exploration begin to soften and the echoes of our discoveries gently recede, I invite you to pause, to breathe deeply, allowing the profound insights we have gathered to settle within the quiet chambers of your own understanding. For this journey, while ostensibly about the mechanics of a single physiological system, has, I hope, unveiled something far grander, the breathtaking interconnected symphony that is life itself, playing out within each one of us every moment, without a single conscious command. Imagine, if you will, that the lymphatic system is not merely a collection of vessels and organs, but a living poem, an ode to balance and resilience penned by the very essence of existence. It whispers to us of the profound wisdom embedded in every cell, every tissue, every fluid exchange. It speaks of a grace that allows our internal gardens to flourish, our inner oceans to remain clear, and our vital energies to flow unimpeded. It is a testament to the body's innate capacity for self-preservation, for healing, for an exquisite harmony that often goes unacknowledged in the clamour of our daily lives. We began by marvelling at its role in fluid balance, preventing the gentle swell of edema, ensuring that our cellular landscapes remain perfectly hydrated, neither parched nor waterlogged. This fundamental task, often taken for granted, is an act of continuous, delicate calibration. Picture a master gardener tending to an exquisite botanical sanctuary, ensuring each plant receives precisely the right amount of moisture, no more, no less, so that its leaves unfurl in vibrant health, its blossoms unfurl in perfect symmetry. This is the lymphatic system, a patient and discerning steward, ensuring the optimal environment for the myriad processes that define our vitality. Then, our gaze shifted to its formidable role as a vigilant guardian, a silent sentinel standing watch against the unseen invaders that constantly seek entry. We witnessed the dance of the immune cells within the lymph nodes, the macrophages, the dendritic cells, the B and T lymphocytes, a ballet of detection, recognition, and swift, decisive action. It is a war waged in miniature, a constant vigilance against threats both familiar and novel, orchestrated with an intelligence that defies simple explanation. This intricate immune response, so fundamental to our survival, is a profound reminder of the body's inherent capacity to protect itself, to adapt, to learn, and to remember. It is a living fortress, constantly reinforcing its walls, upgrading its defences, and training its legions. But beyond these vital, tangible functions, what deeper truths does the lymphatic system reveal? Perhaps it's the truth of the unseen, the quiet strength that underlies all manifest forms. It is a system that operates largely in the shadows, without fanfare, without the dramatic pulse of the heart or the rhythmic breath of the lungs. Yet, its absence would unravel the very fabric of our being. This silent diligence, this humble persistence, offers a profound lesson. It teaches us that not all power resides in the loud or the visible. Often, the most essential work is performed in the quiet depths, away from the spotlight, yet absolutely indispensable. consider the notion of interconnectedness, a theme that has woven itself throughout our journey. The lymphatic system does not exist in isolation. It is intimately intertwined with the cardiovascular system, drawing from its fluids and returning to its currents. It is the immune system's essential highway, transporting its cellular soldiers and vital intelligence. It is influenced by our movements, our breath, our very state of being. This intricate web of relationships reminds us that no part of the body, no aspect of our health, can truly be separated from the whole. We are a unified organism, a grand collaboration of countless specialized parts, all working in concert towards the common good of sustaining life. To understand one system deeply is to begin to understand the profound interdependence of all. As we conclude this particular exploration, I invite you to carry this understanding forward, not merely as scientific fact, but as a lens through which to view your own existence. Let the quiet wisdom of the lymphatic system inspire a deeper appreciation for your own body, for the miracle of its ceaseless operations. Let it encourage you to listen more attentively to its subtle cues, to honor its needs, and to support its intricate processes with conscious intention. The simple acts we discussed, movement, deep breathing, hydration, nourishing foods, rest, stress reduction, are not just prescriptions. They are invitations to participate in the ongoing symphony of your own life. They are ways to communicate gratitude to this silent guardian, to offer sustenance to this hidden river, to tend with care to your inner garden. When we choose to move, we are not just exercising, we are gently encouraging the flow of lymph, aiding our immune cells in their patrols. When we breathe deeply, we are not merely taking in air, we are creating internal pressure shifts that massage our vessels and propel our vital fluids. When we hydrate, we are not just quenching thirst, we are providing the very medium for life's processes, ensuring the clarity of our internal oceans. This appreciation, this mindful engagement with our own physiological reality, is a powerful act of self-love. It transforms the abstract knowledge we have gained into embodied wisdom, allowing us to live more harmoniously within ourselves. It is a recognition that our bodies are not mere vehicles, but living, breathing marvels of biological engineering capable of astonishing feats of repair, adaptation, and resilience. And so, as we gently draw this chapter to a close, I leave you with this final reflection. The lymphatic system, in its quiet, persistent work, is a profound metaphor for the unseen forces that sustain all life. Just as the Earth's quiet currents shape landscapes over millennia, just as the unseen roots nourish the mightiest trees, so too does this hidden river system tirelessly maintain the delicate balance of our inner world. It reminds us that often the most vital contributions are made without fanfare, without grand declarations, but with unwavering dedication and profound inherent wisdom. May you carry this sense of wonder, this newfound appreciation for your body's silent symphony, into every moment of your waking life. May you listen to the whispers of its wisdom, honor its intricate design, and live in grateful harmony with the miraculous living landscape that is you. The journey within is endless, and the quote 16 will always be here, a tranquil harbour for those who seek to understand and appreciate the profound mysteries that lie within. Until our next shared exploration, may peace and well-being flow through you, clear and unhindered, like the gentle current of the lymph itself. And so, as our quiet journey through the intricate waterways of the lymphatic system draws us gently towards a deeper understanding, we find ourselves at a precipice of profound realization. We have witnessed its diligent work in maintaining fluid balance, its unwavering vigilance in immune defense, and the subtle ways we can nurture its ceaseless efforts. But perhaps the most breathtaking revelation is not merely what the lymphatic system does in isolation, but how it dances in exquisite harmony with every other symphony playing within our remarkable internal landscape. It is here, nestled in this tranquil space of the dreamy academy, that we pause to marvel at the sheer elegance of interconnectedness, the profound wisdom woven into the very fabric of our being. Picture, if you will, the body not as a collection of separate organs, but as a vast living tapestry, each thread vibrant and essential, intricately interwoven with all others. The lymphatic system, our quote 17, is not an isolated stream, but a vital tributary, a silent partner in the grand orchestration of life. Its existence, its very purpose, is intrinsically linked to the health and function of its neighbours, creating a web of mutual support that sustains our vitality. Consider, first, its eternal dialogue with the circulatory system, the mighty arterial rivers and venous streams that pulse with the very essence of life. We have often spoken of the delicate balance, the constant ebb and flow, where plasma, rich with nutrients and oxygen, gently seeps from the capillaries, bathing our cells in a life-giving embrace. This interstitial fluid, a transient ocean around every cell, is the very canvas upon which the lymphatic system paints its essential work. Without the heart's tireless pump, without the blood's generous delivery, there would be no fluid to collect, no cellular garden to tend. Yet, without the lymphatic system's meticulous drainage, this nourishing fluid would become a stagnant marsh, swelling the tissues, suffocating the cells, turning a vibrant landscape into a flooded plain. The circulatory system provides the bounty, and the lymphatic system ensures its graceful return, a continuous symbiotic loop of giving and receiving. They are, in essence, two sides of the same coin, two inseparable partners in the grand project of maintaining internal equilibrium, a testament to the body's genius for self-regulation. Then let us turn our gaze to the digestive system, that wondrous internal alchemist transforming the external world into the very substance of ourselves. Here, the lymphatic system plays a role both subtle and utterly indispensable, particularly in the absorption of vital nutrients. Within the delicate velvet folds of the small intestine nestled amongst the absorptive cells lie specialized lymphatic capillaries known as lacteals. These are not merely passive collectors of fluid, they are architects of a specific kind of transport. While most water-soluble nutrients, sugars, amino acids are absorbed directly into the bloodstream, the dietary fats, those rich complex molecules essential for cell membranes, hormone production, and energy storage, embark on a different journey. Imagine the intricate dance. Fats, once broken down by digestive enzymes, are reassembled into tiny milky droplets called chylomicrons. These chylomicrons are too large to easily enter the bloodstream directly. Thus they seek out the welcoming embrace of the lacteals. The lymph within these lacteals, now enriched with these fatty parcels, takes on a milky appearance, hence its name, chyle. This chyle then flows through the lymphatic vessels, bypassing the liver's initial processing, directly entering the larger lymphatic trunks and eventually returning to the bloodstream near the heart. This express lane for fats and fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, K, is a masterpiece of biological engineering, ensuring these crucial building blocks are transported efficiently and effectively throughout the body, ready to nourish every cell, to build and repair, to fuel our very being. Without this lymphatic conduit, our ability to absorb and utilize these essential fats would be severely compromised, impacting everything from skin health to neurological function, from energy levels to immune resilience. It is another quiet demonstration of its profound, far-reaching influence. And what of the intricate whispers between the lymphatic system and the nervous system, that vast, shimmering network of communication that governs every thought, every sensation, every involuntary beat of our heart? While not a direct anatomical connection in the way of blood vessels, their interplay is deeply profound, often determining the very efficiency of our internal guardians. We know that chronic stress, that relentless drumbeat of modern life, can cast a long shadow over our entire physiology. When our nervous system is perpetually locked in a state of fight or flight, diverting resources to perceived external threats, the internal processes of repair, detoxification, and immune surveillance can be subtly, yet significantly, compromised. Consider the gentle rhythmic contractions of the lymphatic vessels themselves, those intrinsic pumps that propel the lymph forward. These subtle movements can be influenced by the body's overall state of relaxation or tension. In a state of calm, when the parasympathetic nervous system, our "20 mode," is dominant, the body's innate healing mechanisms are optimized. Lymphatic flow tends to be more efficient, immune cells more vigilant, and the cleansing processes more thorough. Conversely, under sustained stress, the body's energy is redirected. Inflammatory responses can become exaggerated, and the silent, diligent work of the lymphatic system may falter, even subtly. The nervous system then acts as a conductor, influencing the rhythm and harmony of the lymphatic orchestra. A calm, balanced conductor allows the music of cleansing and defense to flow unimpeded, while a stressed one can introduce discord, affecting the entire performance. This profound connection underscores the holistic nature of our well-being. The health of our thoughts and emotions reverberates through the very fluids that sustain us. As we contemplate these interwoven relationships, a deeper appreciation for the lymphatic system emerges, not just as a collection of vessels and organs, but as a living, breathing testament to the body's innate intelligence. It is a system that works tirelessly, often without our conscious awareness, engaged in micro battles and meticulous maintenance every single moment of every single day. Think of the millions upon millions of immune cells, the vigilant macrophages, the specialized lymphocytes, patrolling the lymph nodes, sifting through the lymph, identifying and neutralizing threats with astonishing precision. This is an unseen vigilance, a silent army operating with absolute dedication, protecting us from the countless pathogens and cellular debris that we encounter, both from the external world and from within. This constant, unseen work is nothing short of miraculous. It is a quiet, continuous symphony of defense, a testament to the body's profound capacity for self-preservation. Each lymph node is a bustling fortress, each vessel a vital conduit, each immune cell a dedicated guardian. And this happens not just when we are ill, but ceaselessly, as a foundational aspect of our health, ensuring that our internal garden remains pristine, our inner ocean clear, and our cellular citizens thriving. This understanding, I believe, calls us to a deeper, more intuitive listening to our own bodies. When we feel sluggish, when our energy wanes, when a persistent ache lingers, it is not always a localized issue, but often a subtle whisper from the interconnected web of our physiology. A vibrant, efficient lymphatic flow is a hallmark of true vitality, a reflection of a body that feels clean, defended, and in a state of inner peace. To truly honour this system is to honour the profound interconnectedness of all life within us. And so, as our journey through the Dreamy Academy reaches its reflective pause, we are left with a sense of profound gratitude. The lymphatic system, once perhaps a hidden secret, now stands revealed in its full, elegant complexity, a quiet guardian, a diligent cleanser, a vital partner in the grand dance of health. It reminds us that often the most essential work is done without fanfare, in the silent depths of our being. It encourages us to nurture this system not as a chore, but as an act of profound self-love, an acknowledgement of the incredible wisdom that resides within us. May this newfound understanding inspire you to move, to breathe, to hydrate, to rest, and to live with a deeper awareness, a more profound appreciation for the ceaseless, silent symphony of life that plays within your very core. For in understanding the lymphatic system, we truly begin to understand the extraordinary, interconnected miracle that is you. As we gently drift through the final ethereal corridors of our shared exploration, having journeyed deep into the veiled landscapes of the lymphatic system, we arrive at a space not of conclusion, but of profound contemplation. We have witnessed the silent diligence of its vessels, those whisper-thin conduits threading through every tissue, carrying their precious cargo with an unwavering purpose. We have marvelled at the vigilant wisdom of its nodes, like ancient sentinels standing guard, sifting through the currents, identifying and neutralizing threats with an almost prescient awareness. And we have observed the intricate dance it performs, a subtle yet powerful ballet, with every other breathtaking system within us, an unseen choreography of life itself. Yet the true marvel, the enduring resonance of this voyage, lies not merely in the mechanisms we have observed, fascinating as they are, but in the luminous tapestry of interconnectedness it so elegantly reveals, a testament to the body's unified genius. Imagine, if you will, the body not as a collection of separate compartmentalized engines, each performing its task in isolation, but as a vast living symphony, vibrant and continuously evolving. In this grand, spontaneous composition, each system is an instrument, finely tuned and exquisitely crafted, each cell a unique note contributing to the overall harmony. The lymphatic system, our quiet guardian, is far more than a simple drain or a frontline defense. It is a vital, resonant string in this cosmic orchestra. Its gentle, almost imperceptible hum underpins the entire performance, ensuring clarity in every passage, removing any nascent discord before it can disrupt the flow, and fostering the very conditions for pure, unadulterated melody to arise. Its rhythm is subtle, its presence often unseen, like the quiet strength of a conductor's breath. Yet without its unwavering, consistent beat, the entire composition would inevitably falter, descending into a cacophony of dissonance, a chaotic jumble of uncoordinated sounds. It is the unseen hand that keeps the music playing, ensuring every part knows its place and contributes to the collective masterpiece. We have spoken of fluid balance, that delicate equilibrium essential for cellular life, and of immune defense, the body's unwavering shield against the myriad of unseen invaders. We have touched upon its delicate interplay with the circulatory and digestive realms, recognizing its foundational role in these vital processes. But let us now ascend to a higher vantage point, a place from which we can perceive the deeper, more subtle currents that animate this internal world, currents often overlooked but profoundly impactful. The lymphatic system, in its constant, unhurried circulation, is a carrier not only of fluid and cells, but, in a profound sense, of information. It is a liquid intelligence, a living data stream, flowing through every crevice, every interstitial space between our cells, patiently gathering whispers from the cellular frontier. It decodes the subtle shifts in the body's internal environment, registering the slightest change in cellular mood or metabolic activity. It is the body's vigilant chronicler, meticulously recording the intricate tale of cellular life and cellular demise, of encounters with the foreign and the familiar, and of the graceful, essential return to equilibrium after every challenge. It knows, in its silent, flowing wisdom, the story of you, moment by moment. Consider for a moment the intricate dialogue between the lymphatic system and the nervous system, a conversation often overlooked in its quiet profundity, yet one that speaks volumes about our holistic nature. When we are held captive by the relentless grip of stress, when the sympathetic nervous system ignites its urgent primal alarms, flooding our being with adrenaline and cortisol, the delicate rhythm of lymphatic flow can be subtly, yet significantly, impeded. The very vessels, those elegant, almost translucent conduits, can constrict, tightening under the invisible pressure of anxiety. Their intrinsic pulsations, those gentle waves that propel the lymph forward, can become muted, less effective, their capacity to cleanse and carry diminished. We might feel a subtle stagnation, a heaviness, though we rarely connect it to these internal rivers. This illustrates a truth we often forget, a truth that the Dreamy Academy holds dear. Our emotional and mental states are not ethereal entities separate from our physiology. They are deeply, intimately interwoven into the very fabric of our being, influencing the most fundamental processes, even the gentle ebb and flow of our hidden rivers. Our thoughts, our worries, our deepest fears, they all leave an imprint, a physical echo within us. Conversely, when we cultivate moments of profound calm, when the parasympathetic nervous system unfurls its soothing banner, signalling safety and rest, a different symphony begins to play within. The lymphatic vessels relax, their rhythmic contractions invigorated, their pores more receptive, eager to absorb and transport. It's as if a gentle sigh of relief ripples through the entire network. Deep, diaphragmatic breathing, that ancient, powerful practice of returning to our core, acts as a gentle internal pump, rhythmically massaging the cisterna chili, that vital collection point, encouraging the upward journey of lymph towards the thoracic duct. This is not merely a mechanical action. It is a profound affirmation of the body's innate wisdom, a conscious invitation for our internal guardians to perform their duties with optimal grace and efficiency. It is a moment where mind and body consciously collaborate for wellness. The lymphatic system, therefore, is not just a passive responder to our internal landscape. It is a sensitive barometer, exquisitely reflecting the very quality of our inner peace, or our inner turmoil, mirroring our emotional state in its physical flow. And what of the endocrine system, that majestic council of glands and hormones, orchestrating the grand chemical ballet of our existence, a continuous performance of growth, metabolism and mood, while not a direct participant in hormonal secretion itself. The lymphatic system plays a crucial, indispensable supportive role, a quiet but essential partner. It is the meticulous clean-up crew, the diligent waste management service of our internal environment, ensuring that spent hormones, metabolic byproducts, and cellular debris are efficiently removed from the interstitial spaces. This continuous purification prevents their accumulation from disrupting the delicate hormonal balance, a balance so critical to our overall health. Without this continuous lymphatic purification, the intricate feedback loops of our endocrine system, those delicate conversations between glands, could become muddled, their precise messages garbled, leading to a cascade of systemic imbalances that would ripple through every aspect of our being. It is the quiet stagehand tirelessly working behind the scenes, ensuring the stage is clear, pristine, and perfectly prepared for the next act of the hormonal drama to unfold perfectly, without interruption or unwanted residue. We are reminded then, with every revelation about this intricate system, that the body is not merely connected, it is integrated. It is a seamless, living whole, a magnificent self-regulating organism where the health of one part inextricably influences the well-being of all others. The lymphatic system, in its quiet dignity, its relentless unseen work, epitomizes this holistic truth more eloquently than almost any other. It is the very embodiment of resilience, the relentless pursuit of balance, the unwavering commitment to purity within the body's sacred temple. It demonstrates with every beat and flow that even the most subtle, often overlooked components possess an indispensable magnificence, a profound purpose that contributes immeasurably to the grandeur of the whole. It asks us quietly to look deeper, to appreciate the unseen heroes within. This journey within, this unfolding revelation of our own physiology, this deep dive into the hidden workings of life, is more than an academic exercise. It is an invitation to cultivate a deeper reverence for the miracle that is our human form. To understand the lymphatic system is to glimpse the profound intelligence that governs every breath we take, every heartbeat that sustains us, every silent cellular transaction that defines our existence. It is to appreciate that beneath the surface, beneath the skin we see, a world of intricate beauty and tireless dedication is constantly at work, a bustling metropolis of life, ensuring our vitality, safeguarding our health, and protecting our very essence from the ceaseless challenges of existence. It is a world humming with purpose, a silent guardian of our most precious gift, life itself. The Dreamy Academy encourages not just intellectual understanding, the mere accumulation of facts, but an intuitive, embodied appreciation, a knowing that resonates within your very bones. We ask you, our cherished companion on this wondrous voyage, to carry this newfound awareness, this deeper insight into your daily life. Feel the subtle pulse of your own being, a gentle vibration that whispers of life and renewal. Listen to the silent wisdom emanating from within, the quiet guidance your body offers. When you move, whether with purpose or simply in gentle stretching, imagine the lymph flowing, a clear, vital river, cleansing, renewing, carrying away what no longer serves, making space for fresh vitality. When you breathe deeply, truly deeply, visualize the gentle massage of your internal rivers. Feel the rhythm of life expanding and contracting within you. When you nourish your body with wholesome foods, remember the lacteals, those specialized lymphatic vessels, diligently absorbing precious fats and fat-soluble vitamins, enriching your very being, turning sustenance into strength. This is not just theory. It is a living, breathing practice. This is not the end of our journey, beloved students, but merely a new beginning. Broader horizon unveiled before us, stretching infinitely into the mysteries of being. For the wisdom of the body is as boundless as the cosmos itself, as intricate and awe-inspiring as the furthest galaxy. Our understanding, though ever deepening with each exploration, remains but a luminous speck in the grand tapestry of biological marvels. Each revelation, each layer peeled back, only serves to amplify the awe we feel, to deepen the respect for the intricate, self-organizing, self-healing miracle that you are, that we all are. It reminds us of the profound intelligence woven into our very DNA. The lymphatic system, this hidden river, this silent guardian, stands as a profound testament to the body's innate capacity for self-renewal and protection. It is a living metaphor for the continuous flow of life, the constant necessary process of letting go of what no longer serves us, whether cellular debris or emotional burdens, and the unwavering commitment to maintaining purity and balance in every fibre of our being. May this understanding empower you, inspire you, and deepen your connection to the miraculous wisdom that resides within every fibre of your being, from the smallest cell to the grandest system. The journey within, dear friends, is indeed endless, an odyssey of discovery, and the Dreamy Academy will forever be a sanctuary for its quiet, wondrous exploration, a place where the inner universe reveals its secrets. And so, my dear companions on this quiet voyage, we find ourselves nearing the gentle shores of our exploration. Together we have journeyed through the intricate landscapes of the human form, charting the hidden rivers and secret pathways of the lymphatic system, a realm often overlooked, yet profoundly essential. We have traced its delicate origins in the interstitial spaces, those quiet pools of life where cells commune, and followed the nascent lymph as it was tenderly gathered by the one-way valves of the capillaries, spirited away from the bustling thoroughfares of the blood. Remember, if you will, the image of those tireless gardeners, the lymphatic capillaries, ever vigilant against the rising tide, ensuring the delicate balance of our inner ocean, preventing the subtle swell that would otherwise impede the very breath of our cells. We witnessed the lymph's remarkable journey, a ballet of subtle contractions and external pressures, the rhythmic dance of our muscles, the gentle ebb and flow of our breath, the very pulse of our arteries, all conspiring to propel this vital fluid forward, unhurried yet ceaseless towards its grand return. We then delved into the heart of its wisdom, the lymph nodes, those elegant fortresses strategically placed along the path. Here, We watched, in our mind's eye, the meticulous filtration process unfold, a silent drama of purification where macrophages, the diligent custodians, swept away debris and unwelcome guests. It was within these very nodes that we encountered the profound intelligence of our immune system, observing the dendritic cells presenting their crucial messages, awakening the slumbering armies of lymphocytes, the B cells poised to craft their exquisite antibodies, the T cells ready to orchestrate defense or directly engage the foe. This, my friends, was the quiet forge where our body's memory of past battles was etched, preparing us for future encounters with an almost prescient wisdom. Beyond the nodes, our gaze extended to the broader constellation of lymphoid organs, the spleen, that magnificent filter and reservoir, a silent sentinel for the blood itself, the thymus, the gentle academy where T cells learned their vital lessons of self-recognition, and the scattered yet potent malt, the mucosal-associated lymphoid tissue, standing guard at the very portals of our external world, each, in its unique way, a crucial component of this interwoven tapestry of defense and detoxification. We also pause to reflect upon the moments when this elegant system falters, when the silent drains become clogged, leading to the persistent swelling of lymphedema, a poignant reminder of the system's vital role in fluid management. We understood how, in moments of grave challenge, it could become an unwitting accomplice to the spread of disease, and how its own cells could, tragically, turn against themselves in the complex dance of lymphoma. These were the somber notes in our symphony, serving to underscore the preciousness of its diligent work. But our journey was not merely one of observation. It was an invitation to participation. We learned, together, that this quiet guardian, this hidden river, is not beyond our influence. We discovered the simple yet profound ways in which we can support its tireless efforts. The mindful movement that acts as a gentle pump, the deep, diaphragmatic breaths that massage and propel, the pure hydration that keeps the currents flowing, the nourishing foods that provide the very building blocks of health, the restorative sleep that allows for profound repair, and the calm that quiets the nervous system's clamour, permitting the lymphatic flow to deepen and broaden. We saw, too, how deeply intertwined the lymphatic system is with every other facet of our being. It is the silent partner to the circulatory system, ensuring its fluid volume remains whole. It is the indispensable guide for the fats we consume, ushering them through specialized lacteals directly into the bloodstream, bypassing the initial liver processing, a testament to its unique digestive role. It is a sensitive barometer, reflecting the subtle shifts in our nervous system, flowing more freely in tranquility, is slowing under the duress of stress. And it is a diligent clean-up crew for the endocrine system, clearing away spent hormones and metabolic whispers, allowing the body's delicate chemical messengers to maintain their perfect equilibrium. This, then, is the grand synthesis. The lymphatic system, not merely a network of vessels, but a profound expression of the body's inherent wisdom, a liquid intelligence that constantly monitors, cleanses, defends, and restores. It is a system that reminds us that true health is not merely the absence of disease, but a vibrant dynamic balance, a harmonious interplay of countless unseen processes, all working in concert towards a singular purpose, the flourishing of life itself. As we stand at this precipice of understanding, I invite you to carry this newfound awareness, this quiet reverence into your everyday existence. No longer is the lymphatic system a mere abstract concept from a textbook. It is a living, breathing, flowing reality within you, a constant companion on your journey. Imagine, if you will, the quiet hum of its activity as you stretch in the morning, feeling the gentle stir of the fluids within. Picture its diligent work as you sip a glass of pure water, knowing you are nourishing its currents. Envision the tireless macrophages standing guard as you breathe deeply, drawing in the life-giving air. Feel the subtle pulse of gratitude for this unseen symphony, playing out its vital movements within the very core of your being. This journey through the Dreamy Academy has sought to unveil the hidden, to illuminate the subtle, and to foster a deeper connection with the miraculous landscape of our own bodies. We began with the invisible dew, the interstitial fluid, and through a series of gentle revelations, we have come to appreciate the profound elegance of the system designed to manage it. We have seen how a seemingly simple task, managing fluid, is inextricably linked to the most complex and vital functions of immunity and nutrient transport. The lymphatic system, in its quiet diligence, serves as a powerful metaphor for much of life itself. The most profound work is often done in silence, without fanfare, yet its absence would render the entire edifice unstable. It teaches us about the interconnectedness of all things, how the health of one system reverberates through the whole, and how seemingly small actions, like a deep breath or a moment of stillness, can have far-reaching effects on our internal harmony. So, as our time together in this particular chapter draws to a close, I wish to leave you not with answers to every conceivable question, for the wisdom of the body is as boundless as the cosmos itself, but with a renewed sense of wonder. Let this understanding be a seed, planted in the fertile ground of your awareness, to grow and blossom into a deeper appreciation for the intricate design that is you. The Dreamy Academy, in its essence, is an invitation to look inward with fresh eyes, to listen with a more attuned ear, and to feel with a more open heart. The lymphatic system, this quiet guardian, this elegant river, has offered us a profound lesson in the art of living, in balance, in defense, in purification, and in the constant gentle flow of life itself. May you carry this quiet wisdom with you, allowing it to inform your choices, to deepen your self-care, and to inspire a profound gratitude for the magnificent living temple that houses your spirit. Our journey through the lymphatic system may conclude here, but the journey of discovery into the mysteries of being, into the miraculous intricacies of your own body, is an eternal invitation, waiting for you to simply open your eyes and behold the wonder within. Thank you for walking this path with me. And so, we arrive, dear companions, at a quiet confluence, a serene bend in the winding river of our shared exploration. We began this journey together, did we not, with but a whisper of the lymphatic system, a notion of a hidden network diligently working beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. Now, as the soft light of understanding illuminates the intricate pathways we have traversed, I trust you feel, as I do, a profound shift from a mere intellectual grasp to a deeply felt appreciation for this quiet guardian, this elegant, indispensable architect of our internal landscape. Picture, if you will, the vast, intricate tapestry we have unfolded thread by delicate thread. We peeled back the layers of the unseen, venturing into the interstitial spaces where the very essence of life, the quote to the stridile of fluid bathes our cells. We witnessed the birth of lymph, that precious pale current, as it was gently gathered by the whispering mouths of lymphatic capillaries, preventing the silent tides of edema from overwhelming our inner shores. And we learned of its journey, a voyage propelled not by a thrumming central pump, but by a symphony of subtle forces, the one-way valves, like tiny wise gatekeepers, the intrinsic rhythm of vessel walls, a gentle internal pulse, and the grander, more conscious movements of our bodies, the skeletal muscle pump, the rhythmic breath of the respiratory pump, even the subtle arterial pulsations, all conspiring to coax this vital fluid ever onward. We then journeyed into the very heart of immune vigilance, arriving at the lymph nodes, those magnificent pearl-like fortresses strategically placed along the lymphatic pathways. Here, within their labyrinthine corridors, we observed the tireless work of macrophages, sweeping clean the currents, and the profound artistry of dendritic cells, presenting their vital messages to the awaiting lymphocytes. We saw the awakening of B cells and T cells, the genesis of antibodies, and the resolute resolve of cytotoxic defenders, all poised to safeguard the precious integrity of our being. And beyond these nodes, we discovered the broader constellation of lymphoid organs, the spleen, a wise elder filtering the very blood of life, the thymus, a sacred academy for the maturation of T cells, and the vigilant malt, the mucosal-associated lymphoid tissues, standing guard at every delicate frontier, from the tonsils that greet the outer world to the Peyer's patches deep within the gut, each a testament to the body's ceaseless intelligent defense. Finally, we bore witness to the lymph's grand return, its triumphant re-entry into the bloodstream completing its cycle, a testament to the seamless cyclical nature of life itself. And in this journey, we did not shy away from the shadows, did we? We gently acknowledge the moments when this elegant system falters, the persistent swell of lymphedema, the compromised shield of immune vigilance, the insidious path of metastasis, the telling swell of lymphadenopathy, and the profound challenge of lymphoma. These understandings, though sometimes sombre, serve not to instill fear, but to deepen our reverence for the body's delicate balance and its constant striving for equilibrium. They become profound lessons, whispered warnings that invite us to listen more closely, to heed the subtle communications our bodies ceaselessly send. Now, as we stand at this reflective juncture, I invite you to consider the profound interconnectedness of it all, a truth that echoes through every cell, every tissue, every system within us. The lymphatic system, this often unseen marvel, is not an isolated entity, but a vital thread woven into the very fabric of our existence. It dances in an eternal pas de deux with the circulatory system, a silent partner to the heart's grand symphony, ensuring that the precious plasma, having nourished our cells, is not lost but gently reclaimed, purified, and returned. It is the silent steward of our digestive health, its lacteals cradling the precious fats absorbed from our meals, guiding them along a unique path, ensuring that the very building blocks of life are assimilated with grace and wisdom. And think, too, of its profound sensitivity to the whispers of our inner world. The nervous system, that intricate conductor of our thoughts and emotions, holds sway even over the flow of lymph. In moments of stress, when the sympathetic nervous system holds its tense grip, the delicate currents can slow, becoming sluggish, like a river choked by debris. Yet, in the embrace of calm, when the parasympathetic currents flow freely, the lymphatic system finds its rhythm, its gentle pulse enhanced, a testament to the deep, undeniable connection between our emotional landscape and our physiological well-being. It is a living, breathing testament to the truth that peace within translates to harmony within. The endocrine system, too, finds its quiet ally in the lymphatic network. As hormones fulfill their intricate directives, guiding the symphony of our internal chemistry, the lymphatic system acts as a diligent clean-up crew, removing the spent messengers and metabolic byproducts from the interstitial spaces. It ensures that the hormonal equilibrium, that delicate dance of molecular signals, is maintained with pristine clarity, allowing each hormone to play its part without interference, without lingering echoes. Without this ceaseless cleansing, our inner landscape would become clouded, our cellular communications muddled. So, you see, the lymphatic system is far more than a mere plumbing network or a simple defense mechanism. It is a living, breathing testament to the body's integrated genius, a master of fluid dynamics, an astute immune strategist, a silent partner in nutrient absorption, and a sensitive barometer of our emotional and energetic state. It is, in essence, a profound reflection of the interconnectedness of all life within us, a microcosm of the grand, universal dance of balance and renewal. This understanding, dear friends, is not merely a collection of facts to be stored in the mind. It is an invitation, a profound beckoning to a deeper, more intimate relationship with your own body. For to truly appreciate the lymphatic system is to appreciate the wisdom inherent in every breath, every movement, every conscious choice we make. It is to recognize that our actions hold sway, that we are not passive observers but active participants in the ongoing miracle of our existence. Remember the simple practices we explored, those gentle gestures of care that resonate deeply with our inner landscape, the conscious movement that acts as a gentle tide, encouraging lymph to flow, the deep, diaphragmatic breathing that massages our internal organs and pumps the lymph onward, the pure, hydrating waters that nourish every cell and keep the currents clear, the gentle touch of lymphatic drainage massage, a loving conversation with our tissues, the wholesome, vibrant foods that provide the building blocks for health, the restorative embrace of sleep, during which our bodies perform their most profound acts of repair and renewal, and the quiet strength of mindfulness, that sacred pause that calms the nervous system and allows the body's innate wisdom to flourish. These are not mere tasks, they are acts of reverence, offerings of gratitude to the ceaseless silent work being done within. This journey with the Dreamy Academy has unveiled much, has it not? We have explored the hidden depths, charted the unseen pathways, and listened to the silent whispers of a system often overlooked. Yet, I assure you, the wisdom of the body is as boundless as the cosmos itself, and our understanding, however profound, is but a single star in an infinite galaxy. The eternal invitation remains, always open, always beckoning us to delve deeper, to listen more intently, to feel more profoundly. Let this knowledge be not an end point, but a new beginning. Let it be the seed of a lifelong curiosity, a gentle reminder to cultivate a conscious awareness of the intricate, miraculous life unfolding within you each moment. May you carry the echoes of this hidden river within your own spirit, a quiet understanding of the ceaseless work that sustains you, a profound sense of gratitude for the elegant design that is your very being. As we gently draw this chapter of our exploration to a close, I offer you my deepest appreciation for your presence, your curiosity, and your willingness to embark on this wondrous voyage. May you walk forward with a renewed sense of awe for the miracle that is your body, a sanctuary of wisdom, a testament to the enduring power of life. May the currents of your being flow freely, your defenses stand strong, and your inner landscape remain a vibrant, thriving garden. Go forth, dear companions, not merely with knowledge, but with a deeper connection, a more profound appreciation, and an abiding reverence for the magnificent symphony that plays ceaselessly within you. The Dreamy Academy may pause its formal guidance here, but the journey of discovery, the quiet conversation with your own miraculous self, has only just begun. Farewell for now, and may your inner rivers always run clear.